we really miss Gerald Paul here at the Freeman Manor. Gerald Paul was the famous chicken, and his daddy, the lighter colored chicken, Cuckoo Malines. The roosters are like a white color with a black spot, and the females are black with white spots. So, or, you know, vice versa. However you want to look at it, I'm not getting into those debates. Ever since I've been here, I always put the garden under the ducks or a chicken coop or somewhere like that where they used to be. And that's why I've never made the ducks a permanent spot, because the way they pack the ground down with their feet, I feel like they're great with fertilization. I like how they can get water. Like if you got a high spot, they'll make a groove to where water turns and actually runs off. It's kind of cool how it works, but I've used them to fix a lot of my property because the ducks used to be here. Look how beautiful this is. Here's that learning together, growing together, helping educate some that don't know, and people can educate me if I don't know. But when you get a bird that your wife is really wanting, you're really wanting, well, you got to throw them out here. And y'all, this looked beautiful before I brought these geese here. But we had some harsh winters and ice, and you know, can do a whole lot of damage and stuff. But I have a plan B. I'll just have to relocate some poles. There's only one secured pole, and it's right there. So I can actually reverse wrap and put them here, and then reverse wrap and put them back here. There's all kind of things you can do, y'all. I made sure I only have one permanent post, but I had to have something strong enough to hold that wire up because, like I said, I have dogs. I have had predators, but because of how quickly and well I did that fence, they try to dig under it. They can't get through it. So that works. So y'all, we're gonna learn together. We're gonna travel with all this at the same time. So not everything's gonna be perfect. Not everything's gonna be right, y'all, but that's why we're here. We're here to help. We're here to educate where we can and learn off of y'all whenever y'all give us the opportunity to. And we appreciate all of it. Y'all, this is comment, ask anything you want. This is gonna be a fun place to be, and I hope to see more of y'all. And if you haven't done so far, please click like and subscribe. And that whole little learning together and all, y'all, this field has never had fertilizer or anything put on it right here. Check out that green patch. Y'all, that is the huge garden I made last year, and I cover seeded one side of it with just wheat and stuff like that, just to see how things would turn out. Man, look at this. I planted watermelons here, and then bam, I had a little bit left, and I threw it all out. That was what was left over from the deer feeding. I made grass out there, lots of grass. So I make sure I have plenty of green grass growing in certain areas. And as you notice, it's cut pretty good, because what we do is we'll come out here and we'll take a hoe, a rake, and we'll cut it, and then we'll bring it all, or a machete, you know, and we'll pile it up and we'll carry it to the ducks and the geese. It's always good to have grass growing in the winter, so you buy a winter selection, and then in the spring, summer, and all that, you do whatever you have to do. I have no idea who that was. Now I've added another pallet on this side here. Now there should be enough for all three females to have plenty of space not to mess with each other, because I heard that the Narragansett breed, which is that breed right there, real pretty. Yeah, they come out of Narragansett, Rhode Island. I'm hoping that it's true what they say. They do get along with each other very well, because they're going to be raising babies next to each other. Now, it is true that we incubate and house our own eggs, you know, half the time, but sometimes I might be at work, she might be at work, whatever, and the kids just don't notice the eggs. So that keeps the eggs safe and out of the way and out of the weather in enough time for me to get home and find them. We do let some of them raise them, but most of the time when it comes to turkeys, no, we raise those ourselves in-house. And I have a really nice incubator called a hatching time incubator. I'm very excited with it. It's 5 trays, I think. And it's a hatcher and a setter, so it works really good. It'll brood or hatch, whatever one you want. I really need another one, but I can't afford one right now. I'd like to have one hatching all the time, and then one strictly set off just for, you know, the babies popping out of the shell, getting ready to come out of the incubator, stuff like that. So that would be nice. But they always have somebody visiting. My ducks are always coming over here talking to somebody. But as you see, it'll get real wet in here with these African geese. So I went and got a really large amount of hay and filled up a dry corner, and then filled up this whole front right side, because they like a lot of the water, don't get me wrong. But I'm sure I mean, I don't know this yet. I haven't really researched them that much yet, but I'm sure they're like any other duck. They like it to be wet a lot. They'll stay in the wet, muddy, but they also have to be able to get out of the water, out of the mud, you know, someplace they can just dry off. And if they don't decide to lay eggs in here, then maybe they'll borrow some of this area right here and lay eggs right here. As long as that's a male and a female like they're supposed to be. Now, I'm pretty sure they are because one's smaller than the other, but I can't guarantee it. Like I said, we're not professionals. So everybody that don't claim to know it all or that does claim to know it all, welcome, because you're not going to be hated on right here. We're going to do stuff. We're going to have fun, and we're going to do it as a community, right? What you going to do? Boy, you ain't ready for what that's about to come. I'm telling you, that is a big old stick, though. Whoever told you, they told you the truth. Big boy coming at you, come with a big stick. So, Miss Savannah, I guess you forgot that four-wheeler was missing that mud flap on that left side. Yeah, four-wheeler's missing the mud flap right there where my boy's climbing down. Oh, yeah. That's good genes, too, probably, ain't it? Because, y'all, it only took a few years, probably 5, to get kids to understand you don't wear good jeans out here because you're always going to get muddy, y'all. You're always going to mess your hats up, get nasty, your clothes, you're going to get filthy, all that. But y'all, we wouldn't trade none of this. We have a great time. We make great food, great, beautiful animals, and everything's delicious. That's all I can say. But since they're next to each other now, I do plan on mixing this bourbon red with a Narragansett gobbler that's back here because, well, I mean, I don't know what it's going to come out looking like, but I think it's going to be pretty. And years ago when I started this journey, I could not stand turkey, y'all. The stuff out of a big box store, y'all, it is watered down. It's just like watery flesh or some meat kind. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I've never liked turkey. And my wife said, well, let's just cook one of our turkeys before, you know, we decide what we, you know, if you don't like turkey fully. Because she had never had it homegrown either. And y'all, it's lip smacking, mouth watering, gruet. You hear me? So gruet. Oh my God, I love raising my own turkeys, my own meat. It's beautiful. I always wanted to eat a goose for Christmas. So we're gonna try and add to our Emdens. We probably won't make any money off of these this year. All we ever hope to make is feed money anytime. Sometimes you do make feed money, sometimes you don't, but it's fun. We get to network with people, we get to meet people. And then some of our fans from our other social media channels, they come and meet us and we meet people from other channels there. So we'll have the Emdens this year. If everything flies right with these Africans over here, we'll have African geese. We're definitely always gonna have Muscovies. We're pretty dadgum good at raising Muscovy ducks. If I can just get the 2 female peacocks, I was gonna build that pen today, but we got tied up having to do other stuff. But I need to build his pen and the fly cage. I actually sorted out the wood a while ago. I should have showed that, but I forgot. But I'm planning on building a bigger pen for Prince the peacock so that I'm gonna have him 2 ladies. Hopefully everything goes good. My buddy supposedly found me a lady that has 2 females. So I'll try to get those soon and we'll try to get that build done. Maybe I can do it tomorrow, who knows? But y'all, thank you for hanging out with me. Like I say, I don't try to make these videos as boring as they can be, but well, sometimes it can be. Some farming stuff just ain't as exciting to some people, but it's pretty much all exciting to me. And if you've ever been thinking about doing it, y'all just get out there and do it. Sure, there's gonna be people that cut up with you and pick at you about what you're doing, how you're living, but what does that matter? Just like these videos. I can't believe you're not embarrassed making them videos. Okay, so if we're not friends because I make a video, we probably didn't need to be friends. But yes, people are gonna josh you and pick at you. You gotta have some thick skin because I'm telling you, even your closest people, they won't like it. So I don't know, but luckily I have a mom that's always been supportive, and I mean, that's all. I don't need nothing else after that. My dad, God rest his soul, he just recently passed. He was one of my biggest fans, and I miss that fella to death, y'all. I'm gonna make my last look at these quail before I get out of here. I put a numerous amount of females from the quail my mom gave me. Hers were Coturnix as well, but they were also tuxedo and piebald and stuff, colors I never had. And it don't really matter about the color. If you're raising Coturnix quail to eat them, it don't matter what color they are, but I mean, she let me have these and I'm like, heck yeah. Or we might have incubated them. I think we incubated eggs. I think that's what happened. So shout out Flo, appreciate that. My mom. So yeah, we just have males in here. I'm gonna try to get my numbers up on my Coturnics, because Coturnics sell okay, I guess, like pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I eat a lot of quail, y'all. I love quail on TikTok, Facebook, so all social media. I'm the quail king. I'm telling you, as far as eating them, and I used to cook them in my truck and my big rig. I did it on live, stuff like that. But and you never know, I may cook some on here just to throw out some recipes, throw out how I cook it. Because at home I'm around all of my seasonings. In a truck I had to keep it very slim, but they enjoyed the way I cooked it. But I eat a lot of quail, so I have to raise a lot of quail. And some people are like, oh, so like 100? No, like for you to go 365 days a year or so many every week, I'm good with 3 or 4. Kids might eat 1, might eat 2, but you got to think about it. If you eat quail twice a week and you're cooking 20 quail each meal, well, that's 40. And that's just 1 week. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember how many you're going to do. That's what I base it off of. I normally try to do raise out a bunch, keep 40, process those, put them in the freezer and do stuff like that. So everybody has their own way of doing things, but is it cheaper? I'm not real sure. I know quail prices keep going up in the store, but I wouldn't buy quail out of a store, so I don't have to worry about that. I can raise them and not have to go to the store. I don't like going to it, but I don't like going to the grocery store. So I can raise as many as I want right here in the courtesy of my own property, and I can process them on my own property. I can season them however I want, cook them however I want, whatever. And as long as I'm producing enough for me, well, the extras I can sell. We eat a lot of quail, and I give away a lot of quail to my friends. We trade them. My neighbors have traded me quail for certain stuff, or just give them, just to say thank you, stuff like that. But there's a lot of things farm animals can help you with, and farm animals can help you do a whole lot of trading and bartering and all that. And it's always good to have the neighbors that I have too, because there's a lot of stuff I don't know or didn't know, and by George, they know it. So it's always good to appreciate and help out and show appreciation. So why not? Hey, I got some quail. Y'all hungry? I definitely want to add to my Plymouth rocks right here, because y'all, they're beautiful. I always wanted them. I finally have them, and there they are. I've been raising them here for, I think I got these last year or year before, but they're beautiful. They actually got out during the whole dog attacking the fence fiasco earlier. But I'm a boysenberry vine. I hope my ducks and chickens didn't kill it. I don't think they have. They went through all the bark that I had here, so I have to rework this. I just noticed that. When they all got out, they went haywire. But hopefully it didn't kill my boysenberry bush, my vine, because, y'all, I had it growing so good and so tall. And, well, it kind of feels different now. I hope it's still alive. It's still red. But I planted this last year, and it had greenery all over it. And it stayed green. Even during the winter, it had green leaves. And so I'm hoping it's okay, but I've never seen it drooping like it is right now. It's drooping pretty bad, and the tip is drooping. I may have to get me another boysenberry. Sometimes when the animals get out, y'all, they'll hurt your feelings quick, But besides that, my neck and necks are in the front yard. I only have 2 female neck and necks with 1 cuckoo Malene rooster, so that I can bring them back to their true line. I can't wait to start getting the eggs off of them. I actually need to go clean my hatching time incubator, make sure it's all sterilized, ready to go, because I've already got the goose eggs out here. I've already got the Emden geese nest, goose nest. It's slap full of eggs right now. I haven't really counted those. And hopefully there's a short up. I can't remember what platform I put that on. If not, I'll make sure I post one on here, a short or whatever. But there's a big clutch of Emden goose eggs over here that I do have. Hopefully this crazy random thing caught me up, this video here. Hopefully it caught me up with everything that I haven't talked about or haven't done. Welcome everybody, anybody. Click like, subscribe. I promise some of the videos are packed with fun and entertainment and good stuff, but sometimes, well, I got shook up. I ain't gonna lie. The dog tore my fence up. Animals went everywhere. I'm missing a prize turkey. Not as prized as all those turkeys you see over there or saw over there, but still, I hate to lose any animal. And I did have 1 chicken highly damaged. It's over here in the doctor's office in the hospital right now. And the dog is, locked up in the kennel right now on confinement. So that's going to be that. Till next time, I am your boy Maniac. Thank you for watching. We out.